my lord, that scared me.
It's asking me to share my anniversary. I guess I auto-subbed again or Twitch glitched. More likely the former.
Thank you for the thank you for the 2-year subscription. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Celeste. You send. Thank you for the continued subscription on this channel. I really appreciate it. Dropping by to lurk while you play D&D. Have a wonderful Dungeons and Dragons session. Enjoy it. Have fun. Immerse yourself fully into the character that you're about to continue playing. But welcome back. And thank you once again for subscribing. Waiting on your fellow player. Oh, you're a dungeon master, eh? Well, look at you. Running the campaign must be a lot of work. Can't imagine. Right, writing your own world was a lot for your first time dungeon mastering. So you paused it while you continue work on the Tyranny of Dragons module. We'll have a lot of work to do, but the world is built out. Okay, awesome. Keep it up. Don't give up, man. And also, yeah, take your time with it. You know, have fun. Have fun. Don't hurry through that world building and all, and the writing process. Have fun. Enjoy it. Yeah. You know, allow yourself to play around with the writing. Experiment. Explore. You know what I'm talking about? Made a very special God-given artifact of the dwarves, which mimics Mjolnir. Now you just need to kill off one of the players and convince them to play a dwarf. All right, I believe in your plan. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen of the internet, we are back. The Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Our grand and epic playthrough. The Frog of Light returns to save the world from darkness, from imminent darkness and doom. The Aetheryte is not responding. The last bastion. Julius knows only too well that danger lurks around every corner. Speak with Julius. Yes. Yeah, well, so I'm playing, yeah, I guess you could sort of, like, yeah, that's a good comparison. The race that I'm playing is sort of the equivalent of a tiefling. I'll change the gear out so that you can see the race. This is one of my cool gear sets that I like to have. The horns aren't part of the character. They're actually a headpiece. But the race itself is sort of a draconic humanoid type deal. So they have scales on their dragon scales on their face, and they do have a lizard tail and all. And they have, you know, the scales on parts of their body, not everywhere, but yeah. Some of them can have face paint like the one that I added onto mine, but yeah, this is my character usually. I'm playing a paladin, but you can actually level all jobs and classes on one single character, which is really cool. One of the best features of the game, I'd say. Let me switch back to my frog attire. There you go. I like this one a lot. Quite a bit. Adds a little bit of comedic relief in this grim.
Where's Daddy? Where is Daddy? You mustn't worry, darling. I'm sure he managed.
No, he's not. He clearly has no intention of speaking with you, Decimus. No, none of them want to talk to me. Man, people hate frogs. They don't like froggos. Got some refugees down here.
Tell me, where does it hurt?
My arm! It's killing me! My arm!
Rain of people. Okay. Oh, hello.
Now comes the true test. He certainly looks the part. All right, Celeste, good luck with that. Good luck. Very, very much good luck to you.
I will deal with you in a moment. No problem, Celeste. You go on ahead and take care of that goddamn campaign. I don't want to compromise your attention from it, all right? You can go ahead and be an awesome DM.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Van Kina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. It was only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat.
Telophoroi.
And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but... And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for? You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
I have to remind myself not to touch it, even if it starts to itch. I'd rather not set it off by accident. Anyway, enough about that. Let's learn what we can from the refugees. It will take more than a trifle such as this to deter us. Compared to what Garlemald's people have suffered in recent days, these collars are a minor inconvenience. These collars are a minor inconvenience. Compared to Garlemald. Boop.
Persone non grate. Julius has his orders, unpleasant though they may be. As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your colors. Nor would I tell you if I did, and if you do try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse?
We're in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision?
Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, those shock collars will be the least of your worries. Understood?
Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation. And above all else, don't use magics of any sort.
You, on the other hand, may go wheresoever you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alphinaud and Alizé will pay the price.
You came with Julius, didn't you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you'd best keep your hands off that aetherite. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans and for Garleans. Could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the aetherite's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function.
So cold. This young soldier is on the verge of losing consciousness. We've not the resources nor inclination to assist the likes of you. Begone. The material stored here is the property of the First Legion. If you think we'd share it with the likes of you, you're very much mistaken. I know who you are. The so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face. By the blood of our fallen compatriots, I swear I'll... Oh, damn. Tore those sutures. Of all the times, the worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, it would be the end of you. Virgilius' treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life, but we made our escape, took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back, and then night fell and we gathered around the radio, and the roar, the terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. You can call this a mercy. Mind intact, but body broken. The soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could, murderer. This radio is the same model as the one used at Victor's spoils. Perhaps it is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. Hello, Fallen Shadow. Welcome back to the shit show. No, this ain't no Overwatch. Indeed. Get out of my ear, will you? I'm exhausted, and the last thing I need is you and your drivel. We are doomed. How so?
Is there aught we may do to ease your woes?
You can fuck off. Fuck off.
So cold, and probably hasn't had a proper meal in days. If only we'd brought some food with us. But perhaps I could use a little magic to... No, I mustn't. Ugh, gods, this is so frustrating. client refuses to collaborate and elaborate. What? What the hell are you on about?
How much longer are we going to be stuck down here? This is no way to live. No matter what may betide, I've my daughter, and that alone shall keep me from succumbing to even the darkest of nights.
I can't feel my fingers. I've never been this cold or this hungry in all my life. While Garlemald was built on a frozen waste, the city itself was always a warm, inviting place. Now all we once had is in ruins. God. Fuck.
Why did I live when so many others?
It's you, Valkyria Luthgard. I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers, you killed them. My comrades, my friends, swept them aside in their dozens as though they were nothing to you. And maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long until our countrymen return. Until you get what you deserve. Mark my words. Chill. Chile, lady.
I have made my position quite clear. Do not test my patience. Do not, I repeat.
Did you learn anything of note?
Ribbit.
Then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realize there is precious little we can do for them at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me tend to them?
Right. Ready.
Let's help.
Ribbit. Feel the touch of my hand. Young Padawan.
Who's there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Thank you. The numbness has subsided a little, but I know I won't last much longer. I shall look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. So those you met fare no better? I was afraid you would say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but you can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies. Quintus may have had his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize they are not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him, though we'd need to persuade Julius first.
Well, seen enough?
Julius, the people here have barely any food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies?
We've been scavenging provisions from the nearby houses, as most families kept. It's Some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work. We've a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greater concern, though. We had some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been the other refugees or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better.
If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can have some sent over.
We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Aye. Everything will change. One of your comrades mentioned something along those lines. Yes. Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted, or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telephoroi. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. We identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realized. Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger of the 10th Legion saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions to prepare for a combined assault on the Telephoroi. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand.
And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word, and we will bring you ceruleum.
I will speak with Lord Quintus.
So, did he agree to it?
No. He will not place Garlemald in the depth of her enemies. I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me.
Very well. After all, many hands make light work.
You lot are more trouble than you're worth. Once we are outside, you will follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. His park materials. Julius finds himself in the somewhat bizarre position of leading ambassadors of an enemy contingent on a salvage mission. We will begin our search for ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. The first location is Forum Solius, a park to the northwest of the station. You gotta remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me.
Okay.
Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? Where did he go?
He went to McDonald's, never to come back from the free Wi-Fi. All that free Wi-Fi. He could not stop browsing the TikToks. No. He was enamored by all the internet memes he found from being able to connect to the dearest and precious McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Oh, I see an ether current. Right above that building over there. Let me pick it up. Give me a moment. One moment, please, as I drive all the way up here. Oh, there's a little park sign. Can I park over here? Look at it. No, I doth not care. Not anymore. I absorb the queef of light. Okay.
To think this macabre graveyard for War Machina was once a park.
This is the place. This is the place. Yes, 'tis the place. Indeed.
So, this is the park. I'm surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings.
Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. This park was named after the founding father of the empire, the great Solus Zos Galvus.
Did we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armor?
No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the Machina in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time, in case something has been overlooked.
I see. Then with your permission, we will commence the search. I don't imagine there would be much need for Magitech in a park of all places, but then again, I wasn't raised in Garlemald. They may have uses for ceruleum that I've yet to consider.
A cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained of ceruleum, as Julius said.
This, whatever it is, appears to have some sort of symbolic meaning relating to this park. Even though the place is named after Solus, it doesn't seem to be a statue of him. Well, at least not anymore. Maybe it was once a fountain, or somewhere the man himself used to sit. Not that it would matter, even if we knew, but I can't help wondering. Maybe like an outside zoo? Or like a little rock climbing thing? I don't know. Wait, let me read what she said again. This, whatever it is, appears to have some sort of symbolic meaning relating to this park.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it had like a plant inside of it? No, I'm not sure. The children's slide. Yes. Interacting with the slide. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial War Machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. Oh, well, shit.
Wahoo!
Automated satellite. No. What is that? Shop counter. Okay. What do we have over here? What's going on? Though rather small by Garlean standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant store. Perhaps it was built for children to play at shopkeeper. There is nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other devices that would be fueled by ceruleum. Ceruleum, I mean. Oh. Well then. Map of Forum Soleus. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Soleus. The pond, children's play areas. To your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. Ah, dang it. God dang it. Oh, it's you. Any luck? Any luck out there? God dang it, nothing. There's no sign of any ceruleum. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help noticing you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? What? Yes, I mean, no, I'm... It's just... I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over, so like all the other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. It'd be sopping wet when all was said and done. Every time. And every time when we'd get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. With a ceruleum powdered heater, by chance? I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath the hatch. But that was a long time ago, when the water still flowed clear and wasn't this brackish muck. I can't see a thing, but I can't remember where the hatch might be. With machinery most likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold, though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Garlean would jump out of their skin if they saw it. But the first has a few foreign signiferi in Medici, so it doesn't scare me. Then I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alphinaud, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of Verfire should do the trick. Leave it to me. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park, and we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane. So, fancy a dip? Step aside while I drink the pond dry. Yeah. Here we go. That may be the stupidest thing I've heard in a while, and that's saying something considering who my brother is. I can't fault your enthusiasm, though. Let's do it my way first, and if that doesn't work, perhaps then you can try your method. With Alphinaud's help. right. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Gods be good, it's cold. Perhaps we shouldn't have listened to Julius after all.
You delve into the murky water, but come up empty-handed. To add injury to insult, the icy wind on your damp clothing chills you to the bone. Oh, God. Oh, not again. Darn it. Darn it. Let's try again. Beneath the water, your fingers catch on what you think might be a handle.
What?
You open the hatch and retrieve a cerulean tank. Okay. However, your grand discovery comes at great personal cost as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and a rancid odor emanating from every ilm of your body. Julius will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver to him your prize. Oh, I smell of poop. Yeah. Did you find anything? I hope you did. Temperature regulator. Temperature regulator cerulean tank. Uncovering hidden treasure is an adventurer's bread and butter, though one is not normally required to go elbow deep in ice-cold, stagnant pond water to retrieve it. Nevertheless, many would choose that over mowing down hordes of slavering beasts or solving annoying puzzles. Oh, really? Really? That's it! And there's still more cerulean left. Ah, the fire's still not ready. Hold on. I'll give Alphanord a hand.
Call me an Uldan because by fire I am reborn. And my clothes are almost dry now too. I appreciate you recovering the ceruleum, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus's eyes, you're still envoys deserving of protection. You were to die on my watch, you'd be most displeased. Your concern is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald?
I did. Not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. We lived well. Better than many.
What was Garlemald like in those days?
Everything. It was everything you could imagine. And so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat and sitting down for a hot meal with family, visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song, of happiness.
And although the summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite, the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make its triumphant return. Grey clouds gave way to blue skies. In the mornings, we'd climb to the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble. Those friends dead. And those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had, soon, our chance will come. We just need to hold on a little longer. Well, at least my clothes are finally dry, though they could still do with a proper wash. Owing to the wealth of experience I've accrued in gathering firewood, I was even able to provide Julius with some basic pointers on the subject. I thought it might help to further build a report, and to distract him from his other concerns.
No good deed. Now that the fire has burned out, Julius is ready to move on. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search, just outside the park.
The War Machina appears to be patrolling the area of its own volition. I wonder whether it is simply following its original orders, or if it now serves the Telephoroi. Everything was built on an enormous scale and with thick, cleanly cut stone, much like Amarot. Given what we know now, such similarities are no coincidence. As you can see, the place is littered with the remnants of various types of War Machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time. That time being now. Rather than prise them apart piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you to stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering, though, you should check the War Machina's ceruleum gauge to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself is inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. Understood. Let's get to work.
You still have the explosives I gave you, yes? Remember to check the ceruleum gauge before attempting to remove the outer casing. If the gauge has been damaged and you can't determine if there is any fuel left to recover, use your best judgment. Okay, alright, let's get to it. According to the ceruleum gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. The ceruleum gauge on this unit appears to have been broken, giving you no way to determine how much fuel its tank may hold. No. No, we're gonna go look for another one. Thank you. Gonna risk it. Not gonna risk it. Empty. Shit. Where can I find more? Is there another hot spot somewhere? Be inside of this building? Can I get in there? I'm only wondering. No, I can't. Okay. Well then. Let's see. I'm very confused. I guess we're supposed to blow it up after all. Completely empty. Okay. We're gonna have to try again. Darn it. Completely empty. To you to make the call. Empty. Brave a cerulean tank. No. You retrieve the War Machina's cerulean tank to find it is still half full or half empty, depending on one's perspective. Either way, Julius will surely be pleased by your discovery. More explosives. Wait, is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. Surprise, surprise. Here you go. You've done it again. Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alizé and Alphinaud are faring. Spoiler, we're probably going to be fighting something, right? We're probably going to have to do some fighting here in a moment. I feel like it's bound to happen. Yeah. Been waiting for a while, man. Would you... Oh, they're over there. Okay.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we? Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen. After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance. We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything. The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise. This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile. It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question. Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eulus spoke?
Finished your war, Council?
Alphino and Alize are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil. Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Get them out of here.
Alpha Nord and Alizé will be fine, providing they do not resist.
Alia lacta est. Once again, Eulus has been entrusted with an enviable task.
You will accompany me back to your camp, where I will meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there is something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to Legionaries Marcellinus and Octavia, who will pilot Magitech armor to your headquarters. You are to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the Aiel for further details. In those words, once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit.
You again.
Ask the eel, he said.
So, that's to be the way of it. After all this. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it. For the glory of Garlemald.
What do you want with me? Ask the eel. So Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand. That he would recognize the savage as a ruthless, merciless creature. And to defeat him, we too must be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Varus, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty.
Okay.
Have you done as instructed?
What do you mean by ask the eel?
I'm not at liberty to divulge that. What I can say is this. You have no cause for concern if our demands are met. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter. A place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me.
Give me a moment. Please. Euless lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on.
This is my home. Our home. At least it was, until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to. I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised. The Garlean flag bears a chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center, the blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us? I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
It's no use. Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do. So cold. Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people, one race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos, searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics, to see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too. Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand. To refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes. Yes, I have. God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace. But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Alice.
The scouts have secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second. We, the loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return! Stop, both of you!
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
His damn pride.
We will make no attempt to resist. Much and much more has occurred since last we met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus.
Strange bedfellows. With the immediate crisis averted, Lucia seeks to gain a clearer understanding of the present situation.
Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. But perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Euless back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alphinaud Alizé and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. We'll also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. I will have food and bedding prepared for the refugees. Getting them here safely, however, is my immediate concern.
Immediate concern.
Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-boo-boo.
Unable to teleport. Ah, shoot. Okay. I'm not going to be teleporting. Not for now.
Okay. 'Tis a comfort to see none the worse for thy recent ordeals. Oh, I did not expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. Perhaps you had best see for yourself. What are you doing back here? Where are Euless and the others? Valkyria and Euless. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't! Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course, shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free. Free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die, but most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach our camp safely. After what happened to his family, the first was all Euless had left. Now even that's been taken away from him. He's not alone in that either. There's a comfort in having someone to follow, someone to lead. I guess we can finally attune. Look at that. Still trying to get this aetheryte working again. If nothing else, we might be able to reach other parts of the city to scavenge for provisions. Try as we might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands, perhaps in their eyes the very cause of their own suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, we mustn't give up. was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me. Take me with you. Please. Well, got the aetheryte sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in Laterrum is also functional as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp.
I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls. But if it's safe passage to our camp they need, I'd gladly oblige. Lord Quintus was our rock in the storm. And now we are without a leader, without direction. Nevertheless, we must live on. Even if that means consorting with our former enemies. Well, what do you want? I am Decimus, Centurion of the 1st Legion. It is my sworn duty to defend Garlemald from barbarians such as you. And your very presence here is an affront to my honor. This is Tertium, 3rd among the stations that encircle the city. The decommissioned carriages here now serve as the 1st Legion's temporary base of operations. It has also become a safe haven for those fleeing from the turmoil that has befallen the capital. What scant supplies we have are distributed among civilians and soldier alike, and we strive to maintain some semblance of order in these dark times. Our true objective, however, is not merely to survive, but to reclaim our home. We have no time to deal with your band of savages, and if you dare to interfere in our affairs, we will not hesitate to cut you down. Get out of my ear, will you? I'm exhausted, and the last thing I need is you and your drivel. To employ healing magics now would likely invite catastrophe, as thou canst attest from thy experiences at Victor's spoils. Indeed, the Garleans view our ability to manipulate ether with the same suspicion that many Eorzeans do magitech.
It's you, the one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. For a while the words stopped to lose meaning, until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate, and I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept.
Is it a fellow Ora? Hello? How do we do?
Everything's going to be all right now. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass, what we'd hoped to talk about with Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Thank the 12. Thank the 12.
You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempered skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of the Laments and friends. I'd save it for the Tempered, though. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Why?
I will stay with the refugees and do what I can to protect them. While I have no doubt that you and Thancred will do a fine job clearing the path, we must be ever vigilant for threats that may slip the net.
Right. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? No. So we gotta get the hell out of here for the time being. Gotta get the hell out of here for the time being. Oh, hello. A Taligo.
We've ordered to assist the refugees, but we've received little more from them than icy glares. That will not deter us, though. They may be our former enemies, but we are here to offer aid, and offer aid we shall.
Oh, what a good girl. What a good Makoti.
We've the roads covered. Don't you worry. Things may get chaotic out there, but just take it as slow and steady as you can, alright?
Your mail's turned delicate. Oh, shite. Isn't it? Kirkenberg Keep. A woman with startling blue hair is in search for her son who has disappeared without a trace.
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen a little boy with hair a similar shade as mine? He's my son and I can't find him anywhere. It all started when I told him we ought to seek refuge in our encampment. He started wailing and sobbing like I'd never seen. The next thing I knew, he was running hell for leather, goodness knows where. I'm worried he may have left the station altogether, and the streets above are rife with danger. Please, could you find him for me? Oh, you will. Bless your heart. If I know my son, he's probably trying to return to our house to the north of Palatium Novum. Try there first before anywhere. He'll be easy to recognize, I should think, what with the colour of his hair and all. Please, 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 find my son. Find my son. For the love of God, find my son. My beloved, please. I want to find him. Goodness sake.
Somewhere in the rubble? Oh, underneath the rubble.
Underneath.
Somewhere. Did she say underneath? I don't see no child underneath. Unless... Ah, there you go. There's the little boy. Oh, shit. No. No. Boink. Easy.
Another block street. Who are you? Mother sent you? Tell her I won't go to the enemy's camp. I'm going home.
Oh, Right. The boy with the sky blue hair has made his good escape. You had best resume your search for this obstreperous youth. Obstreperous? That's a new word that I have to add in my vernacular. Obstreperous. Inscrutable. I must add that word in my vernacular. It's a necessity. Alright. What are we scouring for? What do we have? The boy. The boy.
Stop following me!
Okay. It's too bad because I won't stop. Once again, the boy with the sky blue hair has taken flight and will likely be looking over his shoulder for signs of trouble from now on. With a weary sigh, you resume the hunt. Follow the boy from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed or if you fall too far behind. Should you fail to complete the objective, you may try again by looking out over this location.
I know you're up to no good. Okay. Gonna hide over here.
Right over here.
You can't see me. Perhaps I lost her.
No, you didn't. You actually didn't. I'm too good at this game, okay, boy?
I know what the hell I'm doing.
I gotta go over to that corner, I think. Maybe. Oh,
this way blocked too. I'm going home no matter what. No, you're not. You're not going home.
Actually, I'm just gonna wait over here. Actually, I'm gonna go here.
Oh. Must have been the wind.
Yeah, I farted. I farted. Okay? Don't worry about it. Why is he walking so damn slowly? Boy.
Perhaps I lost her.
No.
No, you didn't. Must have. No, it's just another fart. It's just a secondary fart.
Okay.
Okay. Just gonna run right over here. You can't see me. You can't.
Why is he walking now, though? Confused. Behind the car? Hide behind the...
Huh? Oh my god! No!
You're kidding. Wow. Damn. I should have been a little bit more patient there. I didn't think he was going to run back. Frick. This game be tricking me. Gotta take it really slowly.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly. I'm hung up. I'm hung up. I'm hung up on you. Every little thing that you say or do. I'm hung up. I'm hung up. I'm hung up on you. Perhaps I lost her.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I mean, yes, you did.
but I'm actually gonna keep following you, you little shit. Gonna run over here. Can't see anything now. I'm right over here. I'm a sneaky little frog.
I'm going home no matter what.
Uh-huh. Right. You think you're so snaky? Well, guess what? I'm gonna be right over here. Who do you think?
Oh, he's gonna do the thing where he circles around.
Must have been the wind. No, it was my fart. It was my damn fart.
Okay, so he's gonna run back towards the bus. Actually, I'm just gonna pull. No. I'm gonna hide. Perhaps I lost her.
Must have been the wind.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna do the thing where he runs towards the bus. I am gonna go right over here and wait for him. Oh, frick. Are you fucking kidding? Not the automaton. He's not gonna see me. He's not gonna see me fight that. He's not gonna see me. Not gonna see me fight that. Fuck. Why is there a thing in the way?
Must have been the wind.
Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Come on. Come on. Get over here. Get. Oh, this stupid mob will not move. It will just stay over there forever. Just die, please. Please die. Please die. Please die. Thank you. Okay. You know what? This can't be. Okay, finally. Yay. That was it. That was literally the end of it.
We're just gonna do the thing here.
Duty complete. Wow. That last part was the most difficult part, and I failed it.
No, our home, it was here, right here. You again. Leave me alone. I'm staying here to build a new house. Bigger and better than the old one.
The child has escaped your grasp yet again. Though this may be construed as a particularly tiresome endeavor, remember that he's only a child and knows no better. You should find him before he comes to harm. Oh, for fuck's sake, not again. Where'd he go now? What? Oh, we're gonna have to fight a mob now? Shite. Doink. Can you die? Can you please die? Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Touch my hand.
Why do you care so much? We're enemies, remember? Why are you trying to help me?
How would your mother feel if something were to happen to you, little boy?
I don't care what you say. We don't need your help. But Mother's worried. She'll go back to the station. Duh.
Hey, listen to your mom. Mom loves you very much. He loves you a lot. She's got a big heart. She's got a big heart, lad. She awaits you. She's got a big heart, lad. He awaits you at the sweet abode. Maybe I will go search for the lands beyond. Of Garlemald. Of Garlemald. Oh, look at that automated rotor. He's on steroids and wheels. Alright. What the hell is this place? Oh, it's another train station. I reckon it's the Regio Demorum. Whatever the hell this means. Mopping the realm. Look at that. We've completely discovered Garlemald. What a hoot. It's alright. We're gonna go back to the quest. Children are our future. The little shites. Little fuckers. They're our future. Believe it or not, these little fuckers are our future. I reckon. I'm in my car. I'm in me mum's car. Broom broom. Hopping around and about. Like the good frog of light I am. Like the good frog of light. Are you shitting me? Not again. Not again. Da-dum-dum. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-dum. Boink. Boink. The automated death machine hath been destroyed. Right. We're gonna make our way back home. We're gonna make our way back to the train station. Let's go. Ta-ta. Ta-ta. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Oh, what a thing, yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I do as I so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. So alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. 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 We're beautiful, all I see. Vision of ecstasy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. the shooting stars I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. Like diamonds. When you hold me, I'm alive. Like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. 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 The future of star I see. When you hold me, when you hold me, I'm alive. More like diamonds in the sky. I do as I do as I feel alive. I was wondering when I would see you again. Happy to report my son has returned. Poor creature. You should have seen him. Tears pouring down his little cheeks, crying his apologies to me. I know that you were the one who found him, though he didn't mention a word of it to me. I almost couldn't believe my ears when he said he wouldn't mind moving to your camp. He was dead against it only hours ago. What could have happened, I wonder? What? He was attacked? By that horrid Magitech, you say? Goodness, that must have been quite a shock for my little man. Thank you for coming to his rescue. There is a salutary lesson to be gained from all of this, though. One that I hope he retains. Do not scorn a preferred hand when one is in need. Whether that hand be friend or foes. At any rate, I thank you for finding him. It's not so much, but please, I insist. Thank you, my lady. My lady. Much appreciated. Preferred hand. A preferred. A profit. Profit? A preferred. I can't say that word. Hello, Snuggles Quest. How you doing? Hey, hello. Alright. Survey the designated locations and deal with any enemies that appear. Let's be on our way. Shall we? Shall we? You know what I forgot? I completely forgot to fix my YouTubes when I put up the short. And I didn't do the thing where I fixed the social media description. Oh, crap. I've got to do it. I've got to fix it. I reckon. I completely forgot about it. I can't believe it. Gods. We could have had some new folks. Turning up the stream. How dare I forget it? Doink, 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 doink. Dun, dun, doodle, doo. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum. Now I fixed my webcam. Oh, I'm still kind of off center. What the hell? I thought if I go here, it looks like I'm closer. Maybe I can do a little bit of cropping. And then scoobity scoop. Do that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-doo, ba-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-doo. Oh, and why did my gameplay move? I didn't move the gameplay, did I? Where's the game? Oh, no, the gameplay. The gameplay. Crap. Crap-a-rooney. Well. Oh, that is well. That's good. All right. Back to business. Back to business we go, brothers. Skibbity doop 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 doop. Skibbity doop doobity doop doop. That's quite the massive tree over there. Reminds me a little bit of the Lord of the Rings. The runaway train. Direct reference to Final Fantasy VII, I believe. Temper him. Temper. Invalid target. What do you mean? What do you mean invalid target? Oh, wait. Conqueror's chain. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Broom broom. I'm in me mum's car. Broom broom. Get out me car. Oh, I have to go pee. I have to go take a piss. Be right back.
Oh my god, was I muted this entire time? No. No. Oh, how long was I muted for, I wonder? Dang. Economicon, thank you so much for pointing it out. You're a savior. I'm so sad. I was voice acting this entire time. Well, not for the entire stream was I muted, but dang, that sucks. It's been like a good 5 or 10 minutes. Dang it. Shucks. I don't know why it muted me. Don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. But how is your day, Geek? Thank you for tuning in.
Very well. On behalf of the camp, I formally ask you to repair the ceruleum engines. I suppose that means I will be taking full responsibility if anything goes wrong, so you may as well use your own 2 hands this time. That's the spirit. I knew you'd come around. Yahoo! We did it.
Cleaning and ratting. Raiding? Ratting? Like ratting, like killing roaches with Fallout rad? Hey, you like radioactive.
There you are. I knew you'd have the heart to help a soul in need.
The commissary officer is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave the commissary officer behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with her and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have the commissary officer accompany you again, return and speak with her at the original location. Alright, let us make our way. Ta-ta. All-out ratting sounds fun. Oh, you were reading. Speaking of reading, I bought a physical copy of The Hobbit a week ago. And I've been meaning to get a little bit more into reading books. And stray away from social media as to not have my brain rot.
Oh, my friends aren't going to believe who's protecting me. I'll be telling the story when I'm in my cups for moons to come. It'll be some time yet before we've mapped the entirety of this vast expanse. It stretches north as far as the eye can see, inhospitable to even the hardiest of explorers. It's a wonder that the Garleans survived at all, let alone went on to form the Empire. Seeing the Magna Glacies with mine own eyes, however, I've gained some understanding of their disposition.
Right. It's a good one to have. Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of inspired. I was kind of inspired to get that book after watching a little bit of Rings of Power on Amazon Prime. And it also, that plus wanting to sort of practice reading. Like I kind of want to read The Hobbit out loud too. Not only to myself in my head, but also out loud with my own voice. Just to perfect my enunciation of the English language, and then kind of also explore and, you know, practice British as well. You know, reading it in an American accent versus reading it in a British accent, I think would do me good. just to hone my mastery of the accents. Believe it or not, believe it or not, believe it or not, believe it or not, that is a good tried and true method. A true... frick. Believe it or not, that is a good tried and true method. Believe it or not, brother, that is a good and tried and true method. Speak with the commissary officer. Oh, my friends aren't good. We already read that. Dang it. This is only hearsay, but I've been told those masses are formed when ceruleum bursts forth from the earth and comes into contact with the surrounding water, freezing instantly and capturing that moment of violence forevermore. Which masses is she referring to? The masses are formed when the ceruleum bursts forth from the earth. Surrounding water. Okay. The water mixed in prevents the ceruleum from being set to flame, so we can't use it as fuel without refinement. The amount of ceruleum you get after all that work is barely worth the trouble. Pure ceruleum is wrested straight from the earth. That's what those rigs you see off in the distance are doing, or so I've heard. I gotta read that again. Oh, the ceruleum bergs, like icebergs, gotcha. Water mixed in water mixed in blah, 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 so we can't use it as fuel without refinement. The amount of ceruleum you get after all that work is barely worth the trouble. Pure ceruleum is wrested straight from the earth. I need to add the word wrested to my vernacular. Not that it's a super difficult word, but I haven't been in contact with that word enough times to know its meaning. That's what those rigs you see off in the distance. Arrested. Pulled out. Yeah, okay. A synonym for that. Here we are, safe and sound. I couldn't have done it without you, friend. Now all that's left is to deliver the goods. Let's enter those caves and get some shelter from these freezing winds, eh? Well, the goods have been safely delivered, but I'm afraid I have one more task to beg of you. Of course, I'd do it myself if I could, but I'm afraid this calls for someone with skills that I lack. You're not obligated to help me again, but seeing as how you're already here, maybe you won't mind hearing me out. You know what? I'm gonna kindly pass. I got my ether current. And that's it, that's all. Thank you. Maybe you can ask the tiger guy in there to do the thing that that you can't do. Right, let's teleport to Tertium from my beloved Lamborghini. Into the train station we teleport with the car, of course. Parked right in front of the Aetheryte, for goodness sake. The Frog of Light makes his epic entrance. Oh hey Graha boy, you okay over there? Tending to the wounded? Right. Hey, what's up, Estinian? How you doing? How you doing?
If my prediction is correct, he should still be around here. His name's Volusus, but most know him better for his scarlet locks. Scarlet. Considering how reluctant he is to leave, I doubt he'd answer if we tried calling out for him. Would you mind helping me look?
Okay. Ribbit.
Fast. I'm a quick boy. I'm a quick frog of light. I run fast. At the speed of light. Look at me, looking like a Naruto ninja. Leaning forward.
Ah, Volusus.
Who are you? It's a frog of light.
Volusus, we've been looking everywhere for you. Still refusing to join everyone at the other camp, I see.
I'm not going anywhere. Not without Mom and Dad.
Don't you see? It's for your own good.
I know you. Came here with Euless, didn't you? Please, you've got to listen to me. Mum and Dad are alive. I know they are.
No one's saying they aren't. Sorry to burden you, but I have a feeling he'll be more cooperative once he's got this off his chest. Hear him out, would you?
Oh, no. Fuck. Why does it need to end here? It could have made the quest complete at the point where we save his parents. Now I'm feeling obligated to continue. No, you know what? No, you know what? No guilt, no shame. It's okay to not complete a side quest. We're just gonna go back to Ashtola for the main storyline. That's all. That's all. Okay, there are plenty of side quests. No worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Be happy.
Right. Hello. Hello, milady. How do we do? Yes, yes. I have been taking proper breaks and imbibing sufficient water. But what of the Warrior of Light? You and the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. We're all fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with, between the tempered and the first wounded. Alas, though I can mend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. For their sakes, we mustn't waver. But nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see the day won, and in so doing invite disaster. Oh snap. Upon settling down for supper, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Settle down for a restful supper. Yes. Here we go.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Wonder what kind of soup they're gonna have. Side note, is it gonna be hot pot, borscht, ramen, instant ramen noodles? Minestrone. There's so many kinds of soup in this whole wide world. I'd like a soup. Hot pot, yeah. Or yeah, Japanese beef ramyun or something. He's like,
warmth.
Oh,
At last.
I thought he was gonna say soup. Finally, some soup.
Marvelous, isn't it?
Marvelous.
All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add.
Ishgard.
On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Minson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Man, I can't stop loving Sakar's voice acting. I wonder who's the voice actor behind him, actually.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
Okay. Hail sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you, you lily-livered bilge rat.
Lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back. Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Make me. Oh, what the hell? Ha! Ha! Huh?
My name is...
Why, hello there, Jenna and company. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Thank you for passing by. And Jenna, thank you for bringing over your community. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Volk, and you all are tuning in at a semi-pivotal point where we're about to watch several cutscenes in succession, which is my, like, whenever I see that in Final Fantasy XIV, I'm going, oh, I love, give me some of that lore, give me some of that heart-wrenching, epic, tear-jerking lore, and you guys missed me cry. Earlier during the stream, I was crying when the twins were in the train station. And then Alizade leading on, like, the whole philosophical conversation they were having about having conviction. When she convinced them that she would be there to pick him back up. That made me cry right there. Ah, Zarelia, thank you for following. Foxy Mare, Keita, Ash, folks from Jenna's stream, welcome. Thank you for joining in. Welcome, welcome. Yes. Raid message go brrr. Something about thighs and booties. Oh yeah. The story. I mean, but it's not just the story. Like, I think the way the dialogue is written, and the presentation of the scenes with the dialogue, with the music, I think it's a juicy marriage in terms of how the story is provided to the god-danged enthusiasts of Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah. Yeah, I am ashamed of not knowing who the writer is. Yeah. Soken the composer, indeed. Oh, did I ever mention that I, years ago, I went to the Final Fantasy Worlds concert here locally. And that was the year that, what's his name now? Frick. I bought the VIP ticket so that I could sit in the front row and meet, so I got to meet, what's her nuts now, who sings some of the Final Fantasy XIV stuff. There's Arnie Roth, the composer. Or not, no, the orchestra leader. Frick. Not Amanda, no. Hello, Sephiric. What's her name? Susan Calloway. There you go. I got it before Zarlia wrote it. Susan Calloway was there, and I mean, like, I should know this. He made us sing. He made us sing when they were playing the Final Fantasy VII Sephiroth track. He put up, he was holding up signs. He like got on stage for that part, and that was an awesome part of that part of the concert, because he made us sing along. Sephiroth, da 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 da. Hold on, Final Fantasy composers. Oh no, Uematsu, Nobuo, Nobuo boy was there. Yeah, on that year. So I also got a birthday card for Aveen at the time to get him to sign the card. I was like, oh, this would be an awesome gift. Along with, because that was the time. This is when I got stuff for Aveen before I visited, before I went to visit Aveen and Andrew for the first time. Yeah, I remember. Anywho, so let's focus on the game now. Back to the cutscene. Cutscenes, plural.
At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
You know what? This lady has to be voice acted by the same voice actress that voices Ashtola. I have a feeling about it. I might be totally wrong, but she oddly sounds like Ashtola. But I mean, the delivery is great enough to not be so similar. You know what I mean?
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
And he sounds like Thancred.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
Yeah, I found the actor before you wrote that, Geek. I'm wondering what he's done before. Because I really like Sicard for voice acting. Hmm. And then the Frog of Light, watching solemnly over Euless with the cropped out camera with the frog
I know
eyeball.
This is not a dream, and yet. I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible.
The vacant stare.
Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea, the Ilsabard contingent, we owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter. Indeed, we can but do our utmost to unite these disparate peoples and lead them to victory.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
On behalf of the Gallian Empire, thank you for inviting me today.
What? Emperor Varys?
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Okay. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go again.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
Oh, wine. Oh my.
Good morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
Excuse me. What? The fuck?
So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing.
Why?
We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Owlus to thank for this method of soul extraction.
Oh, no.
I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo.
I don't remember that.
His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
This is such a pain in the arse. Fuck.
Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine?
Uh-huh.
I must say, I've gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord.
I didn't really want to, actually, but thank you.
When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes. Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate. Exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Zosgalvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their anima. calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design. Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery. Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone. At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger. And it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself.
He's gonna actually become the frog. Oh. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? My shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak.
Look, guys, I did not plan this at all. I swear.
You can thank me later for my generosity.
I did not intentionally dress up as a frog so that this would happen. Jeez. Jeez. Straight out of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Ah, there it is. Your camp, I believe. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue. Tempered soldiers, withstanding orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
Oh, okay. At least I have my abilities, right? Or not? Okay. Oh, I'm playing as a tank though. Same. Okay. No. Dang it. Glory be to Garlemald. Holy shit.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
The tempered Imperial has breathed his last. The unfortunate soldier was carrying a medical kit. You may use medical kits. Beep, 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 beep. Pay your respects. Avoid combat. Okay. Right. Can't broken glass. Gotta get there. 23 minutes to get there, huh? Got it. A medical kit. Go this way. Or not? I don't know, man. You gonna move aside or no? Magitech Reaper. Oh, found med kit. Yeah, I gotta go around. Hmm. Oh my lord. Oh, that's too many. The weaponry should still function. Find Reaper's key. Clear path. Someone help! Oh, hello.
You've not been turned? Thank goodness, I thought I was the only one left. The bastards got my hand when they took down my Magitech Reaper. If you can repair its leg, though, it should still work. Here, take this key. If it's run out of ceruleum, you might be able to find more in the wreckage.
Huh? I just have to figure out where. How do I go about that? Okay, wait, no. Oh. Gonna kill this guy real quick. Come on. Come on, dude. Go. You gonna drop me a med kit? No, never mind. Cool. Kind of feels like a Metal Gear Solid mission. Not gonna lie. With the music and all. Need to find, we'll call it. Some fuel. Kind of a hard ordeal here. The padding mobs and all. Okay. Come on. Come on. Find a med kit. Uh-huh. Imperial. Med kit found. Mm-hmm. Oh. Small sack. What is that? Contains a vial of... Uh-huh. Ooh, regenerating HP over time. That's got to be helpful. Am I going to try rivals? Probably not, because my computer can't really handle it. And I still love Overwatch way too much. But that's not bound to happen anytime soon. Reaper's final days are over. Final days. Okay. Still haven't found fuel. I can get a little bit of fuel, that'd be great. I'm gonna have to fight this one. Huh? No? Maybe not. Oh shit. Fuel concealing wreckage. Woo! Oh, I gotta carry it back though. Lovely. I can't even remember where the dude was. I gotta be extra careful. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
He was inside of a building. Just needs to make my way back. Except I don't know how I'm gonna exactly do that. Hopefully I can remember. 16 minutes left. This way's closed. This was not it. This gives me a little bit of anxiety. A little wee bit of anxiety. We'll go here. I think. Got to keep going forward. And then into... Ah, there it is. Okay, that's the one. Yeah! Woo! Bore the Magitech Reaper and clear a path. Oh god. It is doing a fuck ton of damage, I will say that. Holy shit. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the hell? What do I do? I'm trying, man. I have to clear the... Oh. Wait, do I have to point at something? Wait. How do I get it to move? Can't move it. Disembark. Okay, I guess I gotta do that. Proceed while avoiding the... Uh-huh. Proceed. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No. Shit. I guess I have to kill them. At least I have some regen going on, but I don't know if I can live through it. Maybe I can. I have a few med kits left. Come on. There you go. Too bad that I don't have any other med kits. Oh, what's going on here?
You there! Please help us!
Okay. Got some allies over here. Right. Let's kill the Zoblin first.
You're one of us, right? We need your help!
Okay. The bear. Oh, I'm running out of health.
We'll make it out of this together! We owe you one!
You know, I'm losing health. Oh, he actually hit me with that savage swipe. I need some healing.
Is everyone alright?
Not me though. Running low on health, brother. Oh god. Are they gonna heal me? Thank you. Oh, I got some med kits from them. Cool, cool, cool. Beryllium tank. Uh-oh. Assist the civilians. Wait, am I supposed to... Hold on. We gotta kill them first. Good. Oof. That was a lot of damage just now. Okay. Oh, we got a stack. Stack it up, boys. Stack it up. Holy shit. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Quick, quick. Get behind the armor. Whoa. The hell? Huh? Was that supposed to happen? Unable to escape the blast, you begin to lose consciousness. Ready. Oh. Wait, oh, hold on, hold on! Oh my god. Quick. I'm tapping with my mouse button. Ugh. You crawl to safety and regain consciousness. With the last of your strength, crawl to cap broken glass. Uh-huh. This is gonna take forever, though. With 10 minutes left on the clock there. Damn. Okay.
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna, and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Euless? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Of all the bloody times for a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Well, time to call off the search.
Case closed.
That's her, over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But...
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now, all's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Who are you?
No.
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go. But where are my manners? You have all traveled so very far, and I've yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective, that. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them. Heedless of the delay. Predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether. And then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days!
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake. All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
Perfectly fine, yes. I hope the same can be said of you.
everything in working order? That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
God.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
Oh, gods. The whole crew, though, is here after all. All right, guys. This is gonna have to be the end of the broadcast for the time being. I think I'm gonna call it here. I think that's a good time to stop it. Thank you so much for tuning in on today's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you've enjoyed yourselves. I certainly did. We will be back tomorrow, however, for more action. So, if you're new to the broadcast and you're just tuning in, or you've been lurking and you haven't decided yet, feel free to hit the follow button if you want to be part of the stream officially. And that way you'll also be notified for when the stream goes live next. And if you also want to keep up with the stream better, why not check out my social media? Follow me up on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and you will not miss a video reel announcement of when the stream goes live. You can also join our community beyond the Twitch chat if you want to keep up with not only myself, but the people that congregate during the streams. Then Discord is a great way to do that. You can join us over at discord.gg/icyvolk for the community garden, where we have all sorts of categories: Overwatch, Final Fantasy XIV, and non-gaming related. And you want to also hear some voice impressions to entertain yourself while you await the next broadcast, go to the following link provided in the chat below, word of the side of this stream, and it'll take you to the YouTube playlist of my Overwatch 2 impressions of the Overwatch cast. Not all of them, mind you, but I've decided to impersonate a lot of them. Cassidy, Lucio, Gender, Benzaria, you name it. There's a whole plethora of them. And for your viewing convenience. Yes, but that concludes the stream for today, folks. Thank you for hanging out, for tuning in. Glad to have had you all. And special thanks to Jenna for rating us and bringing some folks over here. I'm gonna go. Though, and I'll see you on the next stream, which will hopefully be tomorrow. So stay on the lookout for more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker as we continue the great search of the great evil to take down. Okay? Until we meet again. Until the stars align. Bye for now. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for watching.